And welcome back to Monroe Monday, July the 25th. Rain in the area is supposed to all week long, so be prepared for that. And probably get a little buddy out there throughout the area. Have with us Thomas Dodson, longtime friend, and known his family for years. And he is the owner of Classic Clean, a business here in Tompkinsville. And thought I'd invite him out, and we just last time he was out here, reason he was here was when COVID first hit, about some COVID related items about what to clean, how to clean, what to do, and all that stuff. Of course, that's been almost 3 years, I guess you might as well say.
It's been about 3 years.
So anyway, let's talk about Classic Clean though. What got you wanting to open a cleaning business, let's say?
Well, I kind of just got to looking at the economy and the way things were working, and it looked to me like, selling a product or out of a store or was not going to be long term. That wasn't going to be viable. I mean, there's a lot of big companies that are taking over those marketplaces, and it just looked to me like the economy was going to go to a service-based economy, and that's where we're at. And people work harder and longer, and they have less time to do those things at home. And so I just looked at, ways that we could develop a service-based business, because those jobs can't be exported. And we kind of came around we looked at different options, and I kind of came up with the cleaning service idea. And we started out as a residential cleaner, and then it slowly moved into commercial. And then since then we've added carpet cleaning to our schedule. We do windows. We do pressure washing and soft washing. And then we service several Airbnb type properties, some rental properties. We've got those here in Monroe County, Barron County, and just started a new one in Clay County. So those keep us fairly busy. And we're able to, for those type customers, in our office we built a commercial laundry facility. So what makes us different than just hiring somebody to come in and turn those over for you is that we're able to provide bed sheets and bring all of those sheets in, all your laundry. We can bring all of that in and wash it in big old commercial laundry facility and turn it and wash it and dry it and send it back out. And for those Airbnb type customers, when you may have 6 or 7 bed sheets to wash, that makes it where we can do it economical, because you can't just stand around and wash in those cabins all day long, because a lot of times we only have 3 to 4 hours to clean them and get them set back up for the next guest.
Right. That's a good deal there. I just like you say, if you was going to Clay County and doing those Airbnb, you had 6 or 10 of them or whatever. Of course, you go in and you have all the new bedding and all the towels and everything there, and you put those in. You just take the old ones with you, then bring them back to the shop, and then have them for the next time. Is that right?
Yeah.
Just leave them in a, say, Randy's B&B. This is all their stuff.
Yeah, we've got some big shelves there in the office that we keep all that stuff on, and so we go in and we're doing a couple cabinets a day. We'll go in there, change out all the bed sheets, and we provide some supplies to not just the Airbnbs, but just to anybody. We keep a selection of toilet paper, paper towels, hand soaps, and all that good. So when we go into one of these Airbnbs, we can bring all those products in with us, and we restock all their toilet paper, their paper towels, and their hand soap, and so the owners they're all absentee owners, most of them. We take care of some cabins on the lake. The owners live in Louisville. They just come in to use the cabin, and we keep everything stocked and fresh. And when their guests come in, they've got everything they need, and we're able to do all of that and at a pretty economical price.
Now you was talking about items and stuff as far as toilet paper, paper towels. Can person, such as I, an individual, can I walk off the street and purchase those from you?
Yeah, we've got we keep a large selection, and most of it is boxed. We have some smaller boxes, but we can get smaller stuff. But what we keep on hand a lot of times is case quantities, like our most of our toilet paper is in 96 roll cases. And for an Airbnb or somebody or a business, that's kind of what they're looking for. But we can get smaller quantities, and we actually have a website. It's called ClassicCleanDistributing.com. You can go there and search for thousands of different products and order directly from the website.
I know, of course, during a lot of people, they're working 6-7 days a week and don't have time to shop. That's a good thing. They can go on a website and order their toiletries and even food nowadays and have it shipped to their home.
Yeah.
I know we have a Walmart where you can drive up and they'll bring it out to you, but you've still got to do the footwork there. You've got to go and get it.
Right.
But if you can have it delivered to your home through FedEx or UPS or something like that,
Yeah, we can ship direct, or you can pick it up there at the office. Whatever we don't have in stock, you can order it. We can have it shipped into the office. We have a warehouse outside of Nashville that we generally try to run a truck down. We used to go once a week. We've kind of slowed up here lately, and we're trying to utilize more of the shipping since economically it's just about as cheap to ship it as it is to drive down there and pick it up.
Right.
But we carry a whole line of food service supplies: 3-compartment trays, cups, straws, lids, pizza boxes, the whole 9 yards.
So you take care of a restaurant too?
Yeah, we take care of several restaurants. We've got several restaurant customers that buy quite a bit of stuff from us every month.
Okay. Back to some other services. Goes window cleaning, and you said carpet cleaning now.
We do carpet cleaning. I think probably the coolest thing we do is our window cleaning. Window cleaning is something everybody struggles with, but we use a deionized water washing system. We create our own deionized water, and what that does, we take your regular water out of your spigot on the side of your house. We run it through a 3-stage filter. We go through a carbon filter, we go through a reverse osmosis filter, and then we go through a deionized filter. And what happens is that takes out all of the dissolved solids in that water. All your groundwater is going to have small particles of dissolved calcium carbonate in the water. We're just living in a limestone region. You've heard that commonly called hard water.
Uh-huh.
But we'll take this filter system will take all of that out, and it'll leave that water with a slight positive charge, because we've taken out all of those particles that all tend to have a negative charge. So it leaves your water with a positive ionic charge. So when we go and spray that on the window through a brush and we scrub, it will help attract that dirt and hold it, because that water is looking for a negative charge to bond with. So it'll help hold that dirt, because that dirt is wanting to cling to that water to kind of take up that void. So we use that brush and the deionized water to scrub those windows, and then when we rinse all that off, since that water is 100% pure and there's no dissolved solids in it, it won't leave any spots. And we use a water-fed pole that we can reach windows up to about 35 feet and never leave the ground. That's important because it keeps our costs down, because your insurance agents don't like
you climbing a ladder.
They don't want us climbing ladders out on uneven ground, and I don't want to put people up on a 20-foot ladder to scrub a window either. So this gives us a way to do it from the ground, and it gives us a really good clean, and most times it'll do better than somebody doing it by hand, and it dries spot free. It's quick, and it's safe, and it just does a wonderful job.
Then you go inside and do the inside of the house then.
Yeah, we do the inside by hand. We don't run that pole into the house, but we use squeegees to do windows on the inside, and it works really well. We do quite a bit of window work, actually. I think last year we done a building in E-Town that had well over 1,000 windows. I quit counting at one point, but it was a 2 or 3 month project. It was a new construction build, and we done all the windows on it, and we done them with exterior wise with
Yeah.
and with
Of
poles.
course, basically what you're saying is you're not putting dirt back on the window when you're cleaning it because you're deionizing it.
Yep.
So you're putting pure water on it, and it's attracting, since you're saying the positive and negative ions, it's attracting that dirt and pulling it away.
Yeah, that's if you've ever wondered how they wash the windows on skyscrapers, that's the system that they've all gone through years ago. It's new here. I don't know anybody else in the general area that uses a deionized water system. And people give us a funny look, when we pull up and they think that we're just going to spray water on these windows and it's going to dry and be spot free. Until they see it, they're a little skeptical because they don't understand the science of it sometimes. But they're all pleased when we're done about how clean and clear that the windows are.
Now, is this something that maybe lasted longer than just regular cleaning? Maybe. What do you think about it?
Well, it all just depends on the environment. The windows aren't going to stay cleaner any longer.
Okay.
But if you get a good clean on it, and then that brush and the bristles, we can get around the window frames and in those cracks, and when we scrub all of that as they're scrubbing the window, so those are areas that you probably don't get as well if you were doing them by hand, because it's just hard to get in those little cracks. But the brush and the water will help flush a lot of that dirt in those cracks, and so you probably get a little better clean. I don't know that it would last longer, but you get a better clean.
Yeah. I'll take another little break, and then we'll be right back to finish out the hour with Classic Clean. Welcome back to Monroe Monday, July 25th. Hi, with us Thomas Dodson, Classic Clean. We've been talking about the deionization window washing. That works really well. And he does some carpet cleaning. Just kind of started in on that. Of course, residential cleaning, business cleaning. Like I said, it was been about 3 years, and we talked about COVID. Now they're on the bandwagon with monkeypox. And of course, I don't know a whole lot about monkeypox, but probably the same thing. It just kind of, things that we should already be doing. Washing your hands and.
Well, I think the difference between COVID and monkeypox. COVID was an airborne virus, so you can contract that just by being in the same room with some people. But I think that monkeypox has to be, you have to have close contact. You have to have skin-to-skin contact with somebody that has monkeypox. So, unless you're just rubbing up against somebody in the line at McDonald's or somewhere, you're probably not going to contract monkeypox. But the key to anything, though, is just to wash your hands. I should have brushed up on my numbers, but the numbers are in the billions of dollars that just the flu virus costs American businesses every year, with employees who are sick, lost downtime, lost productivity, and a lot of that can be taken care of if we just wash your hands, and when you're in a big office setting or something, a hand sanitizing station or something where you can walk by and just sanitize your hands occasionally will help cut down a lot of the transmission of just common cold and the common flu. COVID's been a severe economic impact to the country, but people would be surprised at what it costs us every year just with people being out of work for the flu.
Well, speaking of that, we have flu vaccines. We've got the COVID vaccine. We've got pneumonia vaccine. And, I just want to throw out there, just because you're vaccinated for something doesn't mean you're not going to get it. A lot of times, people say, well, I had the flu shot, but I didn't, and I got the flu. What happened? Well, when you get a flu shot, all that does is maybe to help if you do get the flu, maybe you don't get it as severe.
And there's a lot of factors that go into the body's immune response to getting a vaccine. So if you're not, if you've got some underlying condition that causes your body to not build a proper immune response to a vaccine, that could cause you to have less immunity, and a good vitamin and mineral program, taking your vitamins and a good being healthy with good nutrition is a key part of that. I've come from the agricultural world, and making sure that your animals and your cattle and your horses or whatever is on a good vitamin and mineral program is key to making sure that they're healthy, and that they build that immune response when you give those people or those animals vaccines. And that's the same in humans. So if you're lacking in your minerals, if you're not taking your vitamins and you're lacking in your nutrition, that could be a negative for you when you go to get a vaccine, because you don't have what your body needs to build that positive immune response.
That's true. That's true. There's a lot of supplements out there to, if you don't think you've getting enough vitamins or minerals of some kind, sometimes you can overdo it, but most time your body just flushes it out through your system. So, really not a whole lot to worry about there, but
it's cheap insurance, a simple vitamin every day. It's cheap insurance against, catching the cold and all that good thing. Because if your body's operating like it should, it has the tools that it needs, then you're a lot better off if you do come in contact with
like vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, B12. That's some of your major ones that really stands out in my mind that your body really holds on to. Some people, of course, take iron supplements, but most of the time your body is okay with iron as far as that goes, unless you just go to the doctor and they say you have an iron deficiency or whatever.
Yeah. But take your vitamins and just wash your hands, and we do have hand sanitizer by the gallon. It's relatively cheap, so there's and we have automatic dispensers. If you're looking for one to put in your office, if you still haven't got one, you're looking for something cheap and easy. You set up, they're battery operated. You just run your hand underneath it. It squirts out a little sanitizer.
No touch.
No touch. And in our office when COVID come around, we put in a lot of different protocols. We put in hand sanitizers that we normally didn't use. We put hand sanitizers in the car. We put wipes in the car so that the girls could wipe down equipment, from place to place. And we done fairly well in keeping it down.
All right. Contact information for Classic Clean.
You can find us wedged in between the Taco Bell and the Dollar General store, but you can find us online at ClassicCleanCompany.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can call us at 487-0748, I think, because I don't ever call that number. But our 1-800 number, or 1-855-29-CLEAN. That's a toll-free number. You can call it from anywhere in the world. 855-29-CLEAN. That's the number I generally give out.
Now he said that was between Taco Bell and Dollar Store, but to get there you have to come in the backside over by Barton & Sons Funeral Home. You can't go through between Taco Bell and
Worst case scenario, when people have trouble finding me, if you're looking for me, I just tell them to park in the Dollar Store parking lot. And
walk across the grass.
You just walk across the grass. You can't miss it.
Right.
Because they do tend to miss that little Rebecca Avenue that comes up through Bartley & Sons.
I think UPS and FedEx does too, don't they?
We had that problem at one time, but I think I got that solved. I had to put up a few signs for FedEx.
I know one time I come through there and had a sign. He said, FedEx this way.
They did. They kept missing me and taking all my stuff to the funeral home, and I had to put up a series of signs to
It's not hard to find. Follow the yellow brick road. All right. Anything else you want to put out there about Classic Clean, or?
No, we're just a residential and commercial cleaner. We've got crews that do both. We pretty much clean around the clock. We've got girls that clean houses during the day. we got a kind of a standard plan that standard scope of work that the girls come in and do. If you're interested in that, just give us a call.
Like you said, you set up a plan like once a week, once a month.
We've got customers that we do weekly. Some of them we do every 2 weeks. We've got customers we do daily. You know, we can do every month, every whatever schedule that you need. And we have some on-demand type customers that just call when they need us, and then we'll just slot them in a schedule where we have an opening and get them taken care of.
Need to build you a building to start cleaning cars.
That's the only thing we really don't clean is cars, but there's a huge market out there for car cleaning because we get several calls.
Can you come clean my car?
Yeah, they just people just assume that we're a car cleaning place, and we get several people coming through wanting their car cleaned.
I appreciate you coming in, Thomas, and glad you got a good business here in Tompkinsville, Monroe County, Clay County. Like you said, you know, you travel around, so that's all the time we have for today for Monroe Monday. You can watch this on Facebook again tonight or later on when Terry gets it on Monroe. That's MYROE. For more information about the Monroe County Fair, Watermelon Festival, of course, you watch a video about My Clean and get phone numbers and
Classic Clean.
Classic. What did I say?
My Clean.
My Clean. Classic Clean. I'm sorry.
Did you have a birthday the other day, or are you getting older?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday.
Yeah. I forgot when it was, but I think it was yesterday. I turned 55 yesterday. So do I get a senior discount?
I think you do in most places.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So I'll be over to check you out then.
Yeah, come see me. We'll give you something.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. Hope everyone has a great day and enjoy.